As you all know, recruiting never ends. And so because of that, it's time to look at the Sooners' next quarterback. I said that right. Next. We'll talk about it because a decision is coming up in exactly 10 days from this video's drop. Talk about it in about 10 seconds. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Jay here with Unfair Sports, where we take a pensive approach to the sports conversation. Thanks for pulling up to the channel. In this video, we're going to talk about Michael Hawkins Jr., 2024 quarterback out of now Frisco Emerson, Texas, as he prepares for his decision, which he's going to make a commitment on January 31st. And all signs point to the Sooners winning his services. But before I do that, jump in the comments. You know the routine. Let me know. Have you looked at Michael Hawkins? What's your thoughts on him? There's so many details I'm going to dive into. We're going to go through the timeline of this decision that's coming up. We're going to look at some film like we always do, but I want to know what you guys think. So comment now, let your boy know. If you're new to the channel, hit that like, subscribe, and the bell notification. Dropping a lot of college football content. We're talking a lot of OU football. We do talk Colorado football as well, as that's my Pac-12 team this year, and sports in general. So we would love for you all to come along for the ride. And I love interacting with you all in the comments. Please don't feel like I'm being combative when I disagree with you, because that's how debate works. So I appreciate everybody that shows love and chops in there. Let's chop it up a little bit more. So let's dive right into our boy, Michael Hawkins Jr., who, is going to make a decision, like I said, January 31st. And all signs are pointing to him being a Sooner. So let's go through the measurables. We'll go through his timeline and a little bit of history on him. So first and foremost, Michael is a consensus 4-star player, top 300 player in the country. Looking at this, you see ESPN 24/7 as well as Rivals has him as a 4-star, On3 as a 3, and On3's consensus has him right there at about 230, which is very much in the realm that 24/7 has in their consensus. But 24/7 has him at top 200 player. And Rivals has him as the third best quarterback in the class, which is very impressive. So they have a very high opinion of him compared to others, where ESPN has him 8th, 24/7 has him 15th, and On3 has him as 21st. But he's the quarterback that the staff, Jeff Lebby and all, have pegged as next for the Sooners. Now, he's also a legacy play. His dad, Mike Hawkins, played at Oklahoma in 2002. He spent 1 year with the Sooners, played about 5 games before he stepped away and went to play arena football. Expected him to be a star. He looked like a star corner, and he decided to go play an arena ball. Got drafted in 2005 by the Packers in the 5th round, and then from there, played a couple of years in the league. Now we are working on his son, who is a quarterback. Measurable wise, he is 6'1", 185 pounds. So looks like a solid size quarterback. 6'2" is what he has listed on his profile, 6'2". So he may have grown since these profiles came out. But like I said, it looks like he is destined to be a Sooner, in which I would love to have him here in Oklahoma. And so timeline-wise for his decision started off back about December 4th. That's when he dropped his top 8. As you can see here, he has TCU, Vatech, Bama, Oklahoma, Arkansas, North Carolina State, Michigan, as well as Cincinnati in his top 8. And from there, you have him looking like he's going to go forward with making that decision. Like I said, January 31st, he made the announcement there. And so, yeah, we're ready to see where he's going to go. Now, the reason why I am leaning heavy towards Oklahoma for him being the next in line is 100% on him coming to Oklahoma January 14th, which is a week ago from the day this video drops. That Saturday, he was in town, him and his brother. Here's pictures of him hanging out, having a good time. And he was expected to be in Arkansas sometime this week or over the weekend. And it appears that based upon some insider reports out there that he did not make the trip, mainly because his recruiter, Kendall Briles, is now the offensive coordinator at TCU. So he didn't go to Arkansas because his OC is now at TCU. Now, does that mean that TCU may potentially be in the fold or in the runnings? I don't know. But I will say this, it does look like things are favorable for Oklahoma, as his dad does love Oklahoma and Coach Brent Venables. He was underneath him. He played for him at his time in Oklahoma. So that's always a plus to have those legacy players. So from there, let's look at some film of Michael Hawkins Jr. So looking at him in the backfield, look at him, running the offense. And of course he can scoop. He's fast, he tucks, he runs, and he's gone. And the way he runs the run pass option, the RPO, looks like he has great command of the offense. And potentially the way he plays, he'd do well in Lebby's offense. And I think that's why they have zeroed in on him as the quarterback for this system going into the future. We've got Dylan Gabriel this year. Next season coming up, after this coming season, we have Dylan Gabriel with Jackson Arnold right behind him. Then right afterwards, Jackson Arnold's expected to go out there and play because Dylan Gabriel's eligibility will be up. But you got to have your contingency plans after that, as well as solid backups just in case an injury happens, because, knock on wood, an injury has happened to us in the past, and we saw that in the Texas game where it was 49-0. So, but look at him. Look at that touch. He steps up into the pocket and launches it deep, and he can do that. That's the one thing I liked about his film when I watched him, is that he does a really good job of stepping up into the pocket, and he just launches that thing. Look at that, how deep that pass was. Was that like 50 yards? Sheesh. He can throw. And that's what we need. We need a quarterback that can throw the ball and also be a threat at running. That helps with a RPO, especially if you have depth at quarterback that can do the same. It helps a lot because teams have to be honest. And it looks like this is what he's set up, is that the teams have to be honest when they play against him. Look at that throw, cut. The wide receiver just cuts upfield, hits him in stride. And that's what you want. So I'm liking the film that I see on him. He is quite impressive. We can use some more talent like this. He gets rid of the ball and he takes hits. That last hit was pretty, it wasn't that hard, but he got hit and he's willing to stand in the pocket, stand tall and take it. He steps up in the pocket, waits for his blocking, gets the man open and throws it to him, butt naked open guy as he crosses the field. He has good vision. You can see he goes through his progressions very well. I think the one thing he probably would, if you would knock, would be he needs to get better on his touch. Of course, he's a highlight, so they're all the perfect passes. But based on the evaluation, it looks like his touch is the one thing that he needs to really work on. And that's not something I'm too concerned on. I think that working with this staff and what they do here, I think he'll be fine long term. But he is an athlete. He can play. And his little brother's a corner in the 25 class that could potentially bring him here. So we can have another family of brothers come into town. So that's Michael Hawkins Jr. I'm stoked to see what he turns out to be. I'm expecting an announcement on the 31st. I will have a video just saying announced. It'll probably be a short video just reminding you all to come to this video to see the highlights and additional pictures and stuff. So thank y'all for pulling up as usual here on Unfair Sports. Hop in the comments. What do you think about that film? What did you see in his presentation at quarterback? Did you like the way he stepped up in the pocket? Did you see something that I didn't see? Hop in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are. And if you're new to the channel, hit that like, subscribe, and the bell notification. If you're not new to the channel, hit that like button as well as share. Why? Because sharing is caring. And with that, got some more videos coming down the line, and we will chop it up, I don't know, probably in a couple hours or so. Peace.